Hi everyone, this is going to be the reading for the sign of Capricorn. Tarot forecast for Capricorn for March 2023. This can apply if you're a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this reading does not resonate with you. Also, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so not all the messages may resonate. So take what resonates and leave out the rest. And also, I'm taking bookings for personal readings right now. So if you'd like to book a reading with me, whether that's a natal chart analysis, a Synastry chart reading, or tarot, you can drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box below, and I'll get back to you soon. So, Capricorn, let's pull out a couple of more cards and then I will start with the reading. Okay, some good cards here. One more card and then we'll start. Okay. Right. So Capricorn, I feel like, so let me just tell you the cards that I'm getting. So we have the Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords as a reverse, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Eight of Cups as a reversal. Okay, so Capricorn, you've been through a very difficult situation in your life. It may have felt like a very, very painful ending, which almost left you feeling really defeated, really broken, because the Ten of Swords represents this energy of basically being defeated, like you've lost the war, you give up, because you've given so much of your energy into this particular thing and it's kind of defeated you. But it's also the sign, it's also the card of resurrection, because after you reach rock bottom, the only way is up. So I feel like you're past that energy, because the Ten of Swords is coming up as a reversal. So I don't believe this is your present energy. I feel like this is something that happened to you in the past. So you may have been through a very painful experience. It may have felt like a betrayal, not so much betrayal, but like very exhausted. And it may have felt like you were going upstream and really battling a lot of forces around you, trying to make something happen. But ultimately, it was so exhausting that you just decided to give up. Or maybe you were forced to give up. But whatever the situation, that is behind you. I'm also seeing the Eight of Cups in reverse, so that also tells me it's a past energy. So you may have had to give up something as a result of this Ten of Swords episode that happened in your life. You may have had to give up something that was very familiar, very comforting to you. For some reason, I feel like this may have been a relationship, like a romantic relationship, but could be some other situation as well. Take it how it applies, Capricorn. So the Eight of Cups in reverse, you may have had to walk away from something that may have felt very familiar to you, or that was probably very comforting to you in your life, but it just wasn't serving its purpose. It just wasn't lifting you up anymore, and it just felt like it was a bunch of emptiness, or like a bunch of like, even though there were a lot of things that were there in your life that was seemingly good, at the end of the day you never felt it, and you felt like it was all just, like I said, a bunch of emptiness. So you decided to leave it and move towards something that is probably more challenging, or that was probably more challenging, because this is in the past energy. So you may have had to move away from something that felt comfortable, assuring, maybe something that you were used to, that was familiar, and move away to something that was far more challenging, more required much more resilience, much more hard work, and maybe reinvent the wheel in a lot of ways, because maybe it required a change of strategy as well, Capricorn. You may have had to redo a lot of things in your life because of this episode. Like you may have done things, it almost feels like a tower moment for whatever reason, or even the death card. Like it's very powerful. It feels like you have had to scrap something out of your life almost entirely, and redo your strategy or rethink the way you approach it in your life, right? Like that's what I'm picking up here. You may have had to revisit your strategy and figure out what are the new ways you want to approach this new challenge in your life, or this new chapter in your life, which is the Eight of Cups in reverse. And it may have required a lot of using your intuition to make this decision, because in the Eight of Cups we also have the moon that's showing up in the card. that signifies your intuition, your gut instinct, what your inner knowing is. And yeah, like sometimes people leave very familiar situations to go into completely uncharted territory, but that's because that's what their soul is asking them to do. So that's what you may have felt, Capricorn. It just felt like the right thing to do, even if it meant like completely redoing the foundation and removing so many things from your life. And basically, it may have resulted in a lot of discomfort for you. It was definitely not an easy process, but you decided to do it because that's what felt right for you. That's what your intuition told you to do. As a result of that, you are facing or going through a lot of happiness right now with the Nine of Cups, which is an excellent card to have in a reading. And we also have the Two of Cups, which is very much about alignment. It could also be about romance, because this is about finding, your divinely guided partner. This is blessed by an angel. So yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of you may be finding new romance, new love in your life as a result of taking this really difficult decision. But it was worth it, because now you find a lot of happiness. You have the Nine of Cups in your reading, which is all about being very happy and being very content with where you are. And even if you may have had to do away with a lot of things or people in your life, you know that you're in a much happier place now. You know that whatever you have going on in your life is really satisfying to you. It gives you happiness, it makes you feel content. And I think at the end of the day, all of us want that. We want to feel happy, we want to feel contented with our everyday choices and our everyday life. We also have the Two of Cups here, and the Two of Cups is not just about a romantic connection, but it's also about internal alignment, really being at peace with yourself. And I'm saying this also because the Nine of Cups turned up in this reading. So this is very much about being at peace with your own self and really accepting yourself for who you are, owning yourself for all of you, flaws and everything. And that's when you really come into your own, like into your own power, your own presence, because you make no qualms about it. You make no regrets about it. This is who you are, and this is who you've made peace with. You completely accept yourself, and that's when you really start loving yourself, and other people start loving you as well, because it's a reflection of our internal state. And we also have the Queen of Cups here in this reading. The Queen of Cups is the energy of Cancer, which is your opposite sign, Capricorn. And I feel like in the month of March, you're in this very soft, emotional energy. It's very feel good energy, because I feel like for a change, you're really in touch with your own emotions, your own feeling state. And I think that's great, because Capricorn, a lot of the times you don't really engage in that. You are quite productivity oriented, a little bit of a workaholic. You don't really spend so much time like feeling your feelings, or being in that emotional state for too long. So I feel like in the month of March, a lot of you are doing that. A lot of you are indulging in your emotions and feelings, and that's actually giving you a lot of happiness. Queen of Cups is also about really patting yourself on the back about how far you've really come. Like the journey that you've made has not been an easy one by any stretch of the imagination, but it's really important for you to accept that, and also remind yourself of that, and encourage yourself, because you have been through a lot and it's not an easy feat. And the journey that you've made has been very interesting and very admirable. And I think it's really important that you remind yourself of that and pat yourself on the back, because sometimes no one else will do that for you. You have to do it for your own self, like be your own cheerleader. So I feel like a lot of you may be doing that in March, really reminding yourself that you have made a really important journey. You've made some difficult decisions, but they had to be made, and it's worked out well for you. I feel like it was the right thing to do. We have the Nine of Wands also coming up in this reading. Now, the Nine of Wands is this energy of being a little bit guarded, being a little bit cautious, having your walls up. So while you may be indulging in your own emotions and feelings, and being very much centered around your own emotional state, you may not be that open to like letting your guard down, or just being very open and receptive to external energies around you. So there is a difference between feeling the Nine of Cups and being in this Two of Cups state, and having your guard down and actually allowing a whole bunch of people into your life. I think you're still in that state where you may have your walls up a little bit, and that's totally fine. You don't have to rush into anything. You do have your walls up, and you are going to take some time probably to allow some other people into your life, and that's fine. You can take as much time as you need, Capricorn, but enjoy this time, enjoy the month of March, because you do have a lot of positive energy here. And I think it's more of a quiet time for you, March, Capricorn. I don't feel like this is a time, this is a month where you're going to be in your go mode, which is what you usually are in. You're very efficiency oriented, you like to get things done and be very productive. I feel like in the month of March you're not going to be so much in that state. You're going to be more reticent. You're going to be more focused on loved ones, connecting with your own emotions, trying to be in a happy state, and just spending time with yourself. I think that's what you're going to be doing in March. And so, if your guard is up, it's fine. Like, let it be up. It's fine. Your walls are going to come down when you're ready. So that's totally fine, Capricorn. Those are the messages I have for you for the month of March. If you like this reading, definitely give it a thumbs up. Your likes help my videos stay relevant in the YouTube algorithm and help other viewers find similar content. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.